Communication with a narcissist can often feel like navigating through a minefield of manipulation and deceit. Their words are carefully crafted to serve their own interests, leaving others feeling confused, hurt, and invalidated. Understanding the underlying meanings behind these phrases can empower individuals to recognize and protect themselves from narcissistic abuse. In today's video, we will explore 10 common things that narcissists say and unravel the hidden intentions behind them. I'm Deanna King, for those who don't know me, and this channel is all talk narcissism and codependency. So with that said, let's get started. Number 1, you're too sensitive. The narcissist will say something extremely hurtful to their partner, but rather than take accountability for their hurtful words and apologize, they'll just tell their partner that they're too sensitive, leaving the partner infuriated, hurt, and shamed. When a narcissist dismisses someone's feelings by labeling them as too sensitive, they aim to undermine the validity of those emotions. This tactic is a form of gaslighting where the narcissist manipulates the victim into questioning their own perceptions and feelings. By invalidating emotions, the narcissist maintains control and avoids accountability for their hurtful behavior. The second one is, you're just jealous or you're envious of me. If you have a concern regarding their behavior and you express discomfort over your partner's close relationship with a coworker of the opposite sex, instead of addressing your concerns, they might respond with, you're just jealous for no reason. Can't you see we're just friends? By labeling your feelings as jealousy, they invalidate your concern and avoid taking responsibility for any inappropriate behavior. Or you express discomfort with your partner's habit of flirting with others in front of you. How many of you have been through that one? Instead of acknowledging your hurt feelings, they dismiss your concerns with, you're so jealous all the time. I can't even talk to anyone without you getting upset. And this gaslights you into questioning your own perceptions and emotions, making you feel unreasonable for feeling hurt or insecure. And the hidden meaning behind that is projection and deflection. Narcissists often project their own insecurities onto others as a means of deflecting criticism and bolstering their fragile self-esteem. Accusing someone of being jealous or envious serves to diminish their credibility while elevating the narcissist's sense of superiority. It also deflects attention away from the narcissist's own shortcomings and faults. The third one is, you misunderstood me. When a narcissist says you misunderstood me, it's often a tactic to shift blame and maintain control over the narrative. Here's what they might really mean. The narcissist doesn't want to take responsibility for their actions or words. By claiming that you misunderstood them, they get to deflect accountability and avoid feeling any consequences for their behavior. They will try to make you doubt your own perception of the situation. Narcissists often seek to control in relationships. By insisting that you misunderstood them, they reinforce their authority and they assert dominance over the conversation, ensuring that their version of events prevails. Aren't they just so much fun to be with? The phrase can also serve to invalidate your emotions and experiences. The narcissist may imply that your reaction is unwarranted or exaggerated because you didn't interpret their words or actions correct. Narcissists are often concerned with preserving their self-image as faultless and superior. By claiming that you misunderstood them, they get to protect their ego and avoid any perceived damage to their reputation. But ultimately, when a narcissist says you misunderstood me, they are attempting to manipulate the situation to their advantage, undermine your perspective, and maintain control over the narrative. How about this one? I never said that, or I never did that, or that never happened. When a narcissist denies saying or doing something, despite evidence or witnesses suggesting otherwise, it's a common manipulation tactic aimed at gaslighting and undermining your trust in your own memory and perceptions. It's always about messing up your perceptions. Here's what they really mean when they say, I never said that. Again, avoiding accountability. Denying saying something allows the narcissist to evade responsibility for their words or actions. By shifting blame onto you for misremembering or misunderstanding, they sidestep any consequences or need to address the impact of their behavior. Narcissists often strive to present themselves in a favorable light and avoid admitting fault. Denying something they said that may reflect poorly on them helps preserve their self-image as flawless and superior. And then by denying their words, the narcissist attempts to rewrite history and control the narrative of the situation. They will manipulate the truth to suit their agenda or to avoid facing accountability again, or facing uncomfortable truths about themselves. Denying something dismisses your experiences and feelings. It implies that your perception of the situation is wrong or exaggerated, which undermines your emotional reality and can make you feel unheard or invalidated. In essence, when a narcissist claims that they never said something, it's a tactic aimed at maintaining control, avoiding accountability, and undermining your confidence in your own memory and perceptions. It's always about gaslighting. Narcissists frequently engage in revisionist history to avoid accountability for their actions. By outright denying past statements or behaviors, they seek to undermine the victim's credibility and gaslight them into questioning their memory. This tactic allows the narcissist to maintain a facade of perfection while erasing evidence of their wrongdoing. You're so lucky to have me. The hidden meaning here is grandiosity and entitlement. Narcissists possess an inflated sense of self-importance and entitlement, believing that they are superior to others. So by implying that the victim should feel fortunate to be in their presence, they assert dominance and control in the relationship. And this statement reinforces the narcissist's belief in their own exceptionalism while diminishing the value of the victim. You're overreacting. When a narcissist tells you that you're overreacting, it's often a dismissive tactic aimed at invalidating your emotions and minimizing their own responsibility by the situation. It's always the same old song and dance. It's about avoiding and not taking accountability. Here's what they really mean when they say that you're overreacting. By labeling your reaction as an overreaction, the narcissist shifts the focus away from their behavior or actions that may have caused distress or harm. And this allows them to avoid taking responsibility for their role in the situation. Calling you an overreactor invalidates your emotional experience. It implies that your feelings are disappropriate or unwarranted, which can leave you feeling ashamed or unsure of yourself. By framing your reaction as an overreaction, the narcissist attempts to control the narrative of the situation. They'll try to paint themselves as the victim or portray you as irrational, thus shaping how others perceive the dynamics of the relationship. Overall, when a narcissist accuses you of overreacting, it's a manipulative tactic aimed at maintaining control, deflecting accountability, and undermining your emotional reality. And the hidden meaning is by dismissing legitimate concerns as exaggerated, the narcissist maintains power and avoids accountability for their actions. Next one we have, if you love me, you would. When a narcissist says, if you love me, you would, ... It's often a manipulative tactic aimed at guilt-tripping and controlling your behavior. Here's what they really mean when they use this phrase. The narcissist is attempting to manipulate you into doing something that benefits them or aligns with their desires. By framing it as a matter of love, they put pressure on you to comply with their wishes regardless of whether it's in your best interest. They also might be testing your loyalty and commitment to them by implying that your actions are a measure of your love. And this puts you in a position where you feel compelled to prove your love by fulfilling their demands, even if it goes against your own needs or boundaries. This phrase, it preys on your emotions, particularly feelings of guilt and obligation. The narcissist manipulates your sense of responsibility in the relationship, making you feel guilty for not meeting their standards of love and devotion. By linking love to compliance with their demands or expectations, they coerce the victim into prioritizing their needs above their own. Next one. You're the problem, not me. When a narcissist tells you that you are the problem, it's a manipulative tactic aimed at shifting blame, undermining your own self-esteem, and maintaining control in the relationship. Here's what they might really mean when they say this. By pinning blame on you, the narcissist avoids taking responsibility, again, right, for their own actions or the issues in the relationship. It allows them to sidestep accountability and maintain their self-image as faultless. The statement is a form of gaslighting, a manipulative tactic used to make you doubt your reality. The narcissist will try to distort your perception of the situation by convincing you that you are the problem, even when evidence suggests otherwise. Labeling you as the problem invalidates your emotions and experiences. It diminishes any legitimate grievances that you may have and implies that your feelings are irrational and unwarranted, further undermining your self-esteem. Narcissists seek to exert control over others in relationships. By convincing you that you are the problem, they reinforce their dominance and manipulate you into conforming to their wishes and demands. Sometimes when a narcissist accuses you of being the problem, it's actually a projection of their own insecurities and shortcomings onto you. But overall, when a narcissist says you are the problem, it is a tactic aimed at manipulating and controlling you while avoiding accountability for their own actions. Narcissists refuse to accept responsibility for their actions, and instead they shift blame onto the victim. By portraying the victim as the source of conflict or dysfunction, they deflect attention away from their own shortcomings. And this allows the narcissist to preserve their self-image as faultless while undermining the victim's sense of self-worth. How about this one? I'm sorry you feel that way. When a narcissist says, I'm sorry that you feel that way, it is a form of non-apology or passive-aggressive response. Here's what they really mean when they use this phrase. The narcissist is unwilling to take responsibility for their actions or acknowledge any wrongdoing. Is this starting to sound familiar here with them? Instead of apologizing for their behavior, they deflect blame by expressing regret for your feelings, implying that the problem lies with you and not with their actions. So by framing their apology in terms of your feelings rather than their actions, the narcissist invalidates your experience. And this minimizes the impact of their behavior and dismisses any legitimate grievances that you may have, leaving you feeling unheard and invalidated. Again, a genuine apology involves empathy and a sincere acknowledgement of the hurt caused. However, when a narcissist says, I'm sorry you feel that way, it often lacks sincerity and genuine remorse. They will be more concerned with preserving their self-image than with truly understanding and addressing your feelings. Narcissists rarely offer genuine apologies, opting instead for pseudo-apologies that shift blame onto the victim. By expressing regret for the victim's feelings rather than their own actions, they avoid taking responsibility for their behavior. And this tactic again maintains the illusion of remorse while absolving the narcissist of any wrongdoing. You'll never find someone like me. When a narcissist says you'll never find someone like me, it's typically a manipulative tactic aimed at asserting dominance, instilling fear, and maintaining control in the relationship. So here's what they might really mean when they use this phrase. Narcissists often have inflated egos and a grandiose sense of self. Not often they do. By suggesting that you won't find anyone else like them, they bolster their own self-importance and try to make you believe that they are unique and irreplaceable. And this statement can be used to foster dependency and insecurity within the relationship. By implying that they are the best that you can ever have, the narcissist aims to make you feel like you need them and can't live without them. thereby exerting control over you. Narcissists can have an intense fear of abandonment and rejection. By suggesting that you won't find someone else like them, they manipulate your fear of being alone or not finding love again, making it more difficult for you to leave the relationship. That's their intention behind it anyway. The statement can also be a form of gaslighting, where the narcissist tries to control your perception of reality. They may attempt to convince you that they are the best that you can ever have, despite any mistreatment or abuse that you might have experienced in the relationship. So there you have it, the 10 common statements used by the narcissist to control you. In conclusion, the language of narcissist is laced with manipulation, deception, and control. By understanding the hidden meanings behind their words, victims can recognize the tactics used to exploit and manipulate them. So armed with this knowledge, they can assert boundaries, protect their emotional well-being, and ultimately break free from the grip of narcissistic abuse. Remember this though, the narcissist is powerless without you and others. You, on the other hand, only believe that you're powerless. It's just a belief that was instilled in you by weak people. The beauty in all of this is beliefs can be changed. You can reprogram your mind and instill new beliefs. And at the end of this video, I'll have a video for anyone who might be interested in reprogramming the mind to self-confidence and other new positive beliefs that will serve you. And the way that reprogramming works is through repetition. So what I've seen with my clients over the years where the changes have taken place is doing these self-hypnosis sessions twice daily for 3 weeks. It may seem time-consuming, but what do you have to lose? It's free. And what is 3 weeks of effort as opposed to the cost of putting in no effort? Anyway, it's all up to you. But before I say my goodbyes, if anyone benefits from any of my videos, please let me know by clicking a simple like and subscribing. And also, don't be shy with the comments. It's always comforting for others to know that they aren't alone when reading the experiences of others. Okay, so on that note, I now say thank you for watching, and we shall see you in the next video. Bye for now.